Pulsating footage has been released of the moment a North Korean soldier was shot by his comrades as he made a mad scramble to freedom across the border. The United Nations Command, UNC, in South Korea released the video as Kim Jong-un's regime was accused of violating an armistice agreement put in 1953 following the Korean War, by shooting across the border as well as actually crossing the military demarcation line, MDL. The soldier, whose rank and identity have not been disclosed, was flown by a U.S. military helicopter to a hospital after his escape south in a hail of bullets fired by the North on November 13. The video, which is divided into 5 sections, takes place over just a matter of minutes. North Korea is accused violating an armistice agreement after its soldiers fired across the line that divides North and South Korea while chasing after a defecting North Korean soldier, pictured, making a dash across between the two Koreas. The soldier is seen in the video approaching the Bridge of No Return, which crosses the military demarcation line, MDL, between North Korea and South Korea. When he reaches the foot of the bridge, far right, he picks up speed and makes a mad dash across the border in a Korean People's Army jeep. The soldier was seen driving his jeep past checkpoints manned by North Korean guards, pictured, before crashing his vehicle into a ditch and fleeing on foot. The soldiers rushed down the stairs of the Freedom House and to the site of the jeep collision. Beginning at 3:11 p.m. local time, the defector can be seen speeding towards the MDL in a jeep before appearing to get stuck in a ditch. In Part 2, at 3:14 p.m., North Korean soldiers can be seen frantically heading towards the defector, who continues his daring escape on foot. Part 3 shows the moments the armistice was seemingly violated, when North soldiers shoot in the direction of the defector, and one can even be seen crossing the MDL before realizing his mistake and retreating. The fourth part of the video sees a group of North Korean soldiers seemingly coming together to address the situation, before the final part of the video, which lasts a total of 7 minutes, shows South Korean soldiers inching towards the defector and dragging him to safety. Moments later, a handful of North Korean soldiers are seen running toward the abandoned vehicle and stopping to open fire. The video does not show the moment when the defector was hit by half a dozen rounds fired by the North Korean guards, but he eventually collapses next to a concrete wall, pictured, 2 KPA soldiers, upper right, frantically rush to the vehicle site. Related articles previous. 1 next. Mugabe awaits his fate, deposed tyrant holes up in his blue. Will Mugabe leave Gucci Grace to face the music? Deposed. Conditions for female North Korean soldiers are so brutal. US slaps new sanctions on North Korean, Chinese companies. Share this article. Share. 12 shares script dm.later, bundle, function, if, dm.rotator, new dm.rotator, p33, page size, 1, page count, 1.0, active class, active, rotate, false, dollar, number p33.share, .on, click, function, dms.facebook.post related. The soldier collapsed 50 meters south of the MDL, the border between the two Koreas, pictured. 3 South Korean troops, including the deputy commander of the Border Security Unit, are seen crawling through undergrowth to drag the wounded North Korean to safety. The soldier, who was shot 5 times and underwent multiple surgeries, has regained consciousness but needs further treatment. North Korea was accused on Wednesday of violating the 1953 armistice agreement after a border guard crossed the MDL for a few seconds before crossing back over. The key findings of the Special Investigation Team are that the KPA violated the armistice agreement by 1, firing weapons across the MDL, and 2, by actually crossing the MDL temporarily, Chad Carroll, Director of Public Affairs for the UNC, told reporters. The video does not show the moment when the defector was hit by half a dozen rounds fired by the North Korean guards, but he eventually collapses next to a concrete wall. The soldier, who was shot 5 times and underwent multiple surgeries, has regained consciousness but needs further treatment, his surgeon Lee Gak-jong said in a separate news conference Wednesday. The North Korean soldier, Center, is carried into a hospital in Suwon, Gyeonggi Province, South Korea, on November 14. Medical members treat the unidentified soldier, Center, before rushing him into surgery. Dr. Lee Guk-jong said the North Korean soldier who defected across the heavily guarded border was riddled with parasites. This map shows where the North Korean soldier crashed his video and where he collapsed after crossing the MDL. He came to South Korea with his own will, Lee said. The reason why he came here while dying would probably be because he was expecting some positive sides of South Korea, not where a patient in critical condition can't be taken in because there is nowhere to go. Last week, doctors said the soldier sustained 5 gunshot wounds on his right buttock, left armpit, back shoulder, right upper arm and right knee. The defector was also found to have dozens of parasites, some as long as 27 centimeters, in his ruptured intestines, which may be reflective of poor nutrition and health in North Korea's military. Military defections across the heavily fortified MDL are not uncommon, but they are rare at Panmunjom, a major tourist attraction. 2 North Korean soldiers defected to the south in June after crossing the frontier at another location.